Hi, welcome to Alan. This is the Alan Jimby Podcast. Jim is dead, so Steve's here.
Dude, that sucked when Jim died.
Yeah, he jumped off a mountain.
Fuck. And you would think he would roll mostly because mountains are kind of peak shaped, but
Not a lot of rolling, mostly just falling.
just falling. Yeah.
Falling and crushing of bones.
Yeah, he broke all of his bones.
Yeah.
And then he was alive.
And we're laughing about it because we're in pain. We're miserable people, actually.
That's how we cope, you know?
Steve is the new Jim.
What if what if everyone hates me, you think?
Nah, they might all hate you already. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know anyone's opinions about nothing.
You want to know my secret?
No.
I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
Dude, is the sun hitting my
I didn't want to know the secret, and then you told me anyway.
Can you tell that the light is hitting my face in like a crazy way?
I'm sure you can.
Okay.
It's okay.
The light's behind Alex, and it's like right in my eyes, but I'm still going to look at him to maintain the illusion that I like to look at Alex when we talk. I usually don't.
Yeah, typically avoids eye contact because I'm an untouchable creep, a cretin of sorts.
Or it's because Alex's beauty radiates so glowingly.
Okay, buddy.
That it's hard to.
You don't have to.
It's hard to
You don't have to shove a bunch of shit up my ass,
Dude,
okay, buddy?
Here's how it works. I'm on
does
the
it work?
Alan Jimby podcast. I'm neither Al nor Jimby, and so
You're
to
Steven.
ingratiate myself with the audience, I butter you up.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So, Steve, how you feeling? You feeling limber?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty limber. I actually didn't get a lot of sleep, so I'm feeling.
You didn't get sleep last night.
Not a ton, though.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. You know, sometimes you just can't sleep.
Are you like upset?
No, I'm just sometimes existential stress. Not anything really specific.
Oh,
Just-
existential stress.
Yeah, existential.
Existential. Yeah.
It's the kind of wordplay you can get from me.
That's so anxious and so cool.
But no, I'm feeling good. I'm a little sad that Jim's dead, but I'm also happy.
I got over it pretty quickly.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess I don't care.
No, you care. You clearly you brought it up. You definitely care.
I can't sleep because Jim's dead. That's why I can't sleep.
Yeah, I can sleep extra better because he's dead. I've been getting like 12 hours. It's bad. Yeah, generally I get 2 hours, and now I got 12.
Wow.
Yeah, all the stress from our friendship has gone away.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Usually it's you feel bad, but it's a congratulations today.
I wonder how the audience feels about me not having glasses anymore. Because that's like in my profile, in the profile picture for our channel. I have glasses.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to update it.
You got it. That was like your brand.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a glasses guy anymore.
You're like a crazy guy with glasses.
I snapped my glasses in half by accident. Now I'm a contact fella.
That was so funny when you did that.
It was horrible. I was so sad.
We were watching a movie, and then Alex was in the corner. He just goes, "What the fuck? What the fuck happened?"
It was horrible. And then you guys are watching the movie, and I'm just standing in the kitchen trying to like fuse them back together with tape.
Yeah.
And then that is like a temporary solution. It doesn't work very well, and I'm like getting motion sick because like my glasses are all off. So then I'm like, okay, maybe I can glue them back together. So I tried to do Gorilla Glue. But then you can't keep them together because they're like...
I was like helping you hold them together at one point. There was two men holding glasses together.
Yeah, I
and
made
couldn't do
Steve
it.
come over and help me.
You know what though? It is kind of interesting that like it's such a Hollywood and just like trope in general to have the glasses taped in the middle. That doesn't work.
No, not at all. I mean,
it doesn't hold it together.
I mean, people who have their glasses like that are probably miserable. It really fucks with your like equilibrium. It made me feel very sick. I did it for like one night and then I gave up, and I had extra contacts that I wear for acting purposes or whatever. Or if I had to wear 3D glasses.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, you have to wear 3D glasses sometimes in movie theaters.
Or just in regular life, because usually life is 2D, right?
Oh, your world's flat without glasses?
Mine is, yeah.
That's fucked up.
Are you like jealous that I have glasses on a little bit?
Oh, always, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually really bitter about that.
Is that better?
No, now you're pandering to me.
I can't see. Fuck you, I can't see.
Hey, I didn't even ask you to do it. I feel like that was your own creation.
It's called being a friend.
That was your own personal hell.
It's called being a friend and being a cool guy.
You were pretty cool for that, I think, yeah. Yeah, but I'm a contact guy now, so I'm basically beautiful now and you have to deal with it.
I think honestly people are fine with it. Although it was jarring. The first day I saw you without glasses was a little jarring.
Yeah, I think we talked about this in the podcast where everyone was a little afraid of me. I think everyone just didn't recognize me really in the house.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny that
like,
glasses had that much of an impact. But
well, it's just like you know, you log a face in your brain and it looks a certain way.
Yeah.
And then you see that face different. It's like the first time you see your dad without a mustache, you know? You're like, who the fuck are you?
Well, so in my case, my dad has always had his mustache in my whole life. He's always had that. But then he grew a beard.
Oh.
I like requested for him to grow a beard for a long time.
So wait, have you never seen your dad with a clean shaven face?
Never. No.
I submit to you because this happened to me when I was like 11 years old. My dad went from literally having a mustache every day of my life to just one day he just shaved it like a total psycho.
Yeah, it's scary.
And now he's a no mustache guy and has been ever since. But I submit, even you being a grown adult, if you walked in and your dad was clean shaven, it would fuck you up.
Yeah, it'd be really confusing.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. Well, I encouraged him to do the beard, and then my sisters like hated the beard initially, and now they love the beard, and they won't let him shave back to regular mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Like my sisters are like annoying about it.
It looks more like mustache seems like more of a statement.
I mean, he looks good with a beard, but I also really liked it when he just had a mustache. I mean, that's the dad I grew up with. That was my childhood dad.
So if you could...
He started growing a beard because I was growing a beard in college, and he was just like, oh, you have a beard, I guess I'll try it.
So if you could Mr. Potato Head your dad's face, what would you choose for his facial hair? What's your ideal father facial hair?
Like pervert goatee, I think.
I thought that's what you would say.
Yeah, like a guy, like a goatee guy who's just like a little strange. He's into science a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like at work. His like hairs are left over on the toilet.
It is, the goatee is more of a statement than the mustache, right?
Goatee is like aggressive. Yeah,
You're either evil or a pervert.
I was a goatee guy for a little while. Do with that what you will. I actually think I look pretty good with a goatee, but I'm
For a pedophile, yeah.
yeah. No.
When you have a goatee, you're like, hey, I'm looking pretty good compared to all the pedophiles that also wear this facial hair, right? And then,
fair.
but then it's a nice surprise when you're not.
It's a great, wonderful gift when you're not a pedophile. With a goatee.
Yeah, and people were like, "Whoa!"
I think ultimate dad look. I think honestly, I was really happy with his mustache.
Ultimate dad looks a mustache, and there's no way to even debate that.
It just looks cool. I mean, it was such an 80s look too, like a 70s, 80s look to have a mustache. Then he just never let it go. He's always loved it.
There's just something about a mustache that tells you a man's handling business.
You think so?
Yeah, he's a dad now. He's not here to fuck around and make little jokes. He's here to mow the lawn and be curmudgeon-y on Saturdays.
Well, I find it interesting that the 80s in particular had like an emphasis in media with guys who were tough had mustaches, and then like in the 90s they became gay men.
Yeah, maybe they were gay the whole time. Ever thought about that?
That's deep.
You ever thought about that?
Yeah, a lot of closeted men.
Yeah, they were fighting and fucking in the 80s.
They were punching and fisting.
Yeah. I will fist you, sir.
If you don't watch it, bub, I'll go in the alley and fist you. He's like, what? You mean fight me? No.
No, I said fist. And
I'm trying to do some gay sex stuff with you, actually. I'm turned on.
Yeah.
Sometimes fights are just horny persuasion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, okay, so let's talk about John Cassavetes. We watched that movie last night. That was so awesome.
Vettes, yeah.
Yeah, wait.
I'm just going to call him Vettes.
Vettes.
That's what I would call him if he was alive. I'd be like, yo, Vettes.
Hey, Vettes, what's up, bro?
Hey,
and he's
Vettes.
like, that's not even remotely my name.
No, it's like it's like a shortening of Cassavetes. I just call him, I might call him Cass.
He's like, call me John.
Nah.
Everyone calls me John.
No, but I like to give people little nicknames.
How about you call me John? Like everyone else calls me John.
Yeah.
Steve, why are you treating me like this?
Whatever, Vettes.
Yeah, call me Vettes.
Shut up, Vettes. You know you love it, bitch. That's how, and then he'd be like, damn, this guy's really.
And I'm going to cast him in my new movie.
Yeah, there you go.
Now he's the star.
Because he's got to kind of.
Because he's a bully for me.
Yeah.
He's my bully.
I could be in Cassavetes' movie. Watch this. Be normal. Normal conversation. Weather. Is it hot? Is it cold? Normal.
That was very good.
Thank you.
For people that don't know what he's referencing, we watched a woman under the influence. A woman under the influence. A woman under the influence.
A woman under the emblem. It was a woman under the influence, and it was
very, very good.
It was a crazy good movie.
Fantastic movie.
it's insane, really, when you think about. Listen, I don't want to start up the whole argument, okay? But
what argument?
You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see what the land I'm about to tread.
I love a land.
But like, you know, I'm a big Marvel guy, and you watch a Marvel movie, and there's all this crazy spectacle. People are fucking.
Steve, I thought you were DC.
No, I'm both.
I thought you were DC Pride, and you never watched any Marvel stuff.
Fuck,
dude. Wait.
No, I'm fine.
Wait, dude, are you being fucking serious?
No, I'm normal as hell.
Dude, are you being fucking serious or
not? I'm being so serious.
Wait, shut the fuck up, dude.
No. Dude, you're embarrassing me on my first podcast.
Dude, I thought that you actually were like a Marvel cool guy. I thought you liked Iron Man.
I do like Iron Man.
Don't you like Iron Man?
I love Iron Man. But
tricked you because you're a DC guy. You're supposed to like Batman, you fucking idiot. See, prove my point. This is disgusting.
My overall point,
real liar behavior,
is that you can make a compelling and interesting and impactful movie with just literally stripped down nothing. You could have made this movie like with no budget. I mean, it's just like people at work and at the house. That's like the two places they go. They go to the beach once.
There's a beach.
But like
back of a truck.
Yeah. But anyway, it's literally just about, the movie is just about a married couple who are very much in love, but the woman in the relationship.
The woman under the influence.
The strong woman who's being influenced.
She's been influenced.
She has like an undiagnosed and as yet unnamed manic kind of mental condition.
Severe mental illness that is not being addressed properly. Yeah.
And it's like one of those people who you can tell they're a little off, but it's not such to the point that you need psychiatric intervention necessarily, but then it gets to that point.
Well, it was in the 70s too, so it was kind of like before the time where people really knew how to discuss this kind of stuff or know how to deal with mental problems like that. So
yeah, Peter Falk deals with it bad.
Peter Falk is her husband, and he's amazing. And for people who don't know who Peter Falk is, he's Columbo.
And if you don't know who Columbo is, fuck you.
Get the fuck away from our podcast.
Go
unsubscribe if you're a subscriber.
Yeah.
Don't watch any of our shorts. If you find any of our shorts, block us immediately.
Go watch Columbo, you fucking idiot.
Watch Columbo. It's a guy.
Why wouldn't you have watched Columbo?
He's an Italian guy with one eye, dude. What else do you need from me?
He has a literal glass eye, and you're not going to watch him,
You're not going to watch a fucking glass eye guy on TV?
You fucking ableist.
Do you know what year it is? 2024.
I forgot.
2024, year of the blind.
The year of the half blind.
2025, year of the deaf. 2026, guys who can't talk no more.
Yeah.
We don't know what they're called.
2027.
Mute? Are we allowed to call them mutes?
2027, back to regular guys.
They used to call them dumb.
Yeah.
Which is really fucked up.
It is crazy.
They're like, a guy's just dumb if he can't talk.
Dude, they used to say
that's so fucked up.
They used to say deaf, dumb, and blind. That's such a crazy phrase.
Dumb.
Hey, this guy that's blind that's blind and deaf, he's kind of fucking dumb, don't you think? You try to talk to him, he doesn't say shit.
What a crazy life.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Very fantastic movie. I loved it
Amazing.
so much. It's so grounded. The characters feel very real, and it's talking about a subject that I've never seen this subject talked about to this extent and unraveled so full. I mean, it just like it didn't hold back at all, and clearly the people who made it understood mental health crises and had seen people in their life, whether it's their relatives or friends, go through similar things.
Well, the thing is,
there must have been extensive research from.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I do think that
so good.
Almost everyone can relate to, whether it's a family member or a friend or a family member of a friend, like a friend's mom or something.
Friend of a friend.
Or a friend's father. Like, you've seen
friend
someone.
Of an uncle.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Like, you've seen someone they're holding down a job, they have a family, but you're just like, you are not assessing reality correctly. Like, you're kind of crazy. But it's such a nuanced thing that it's incredibly hard to write and maybe even harder to act. Both very difficult. And somehow in this movie, not only is it John Cassavetes, he wrote the movie, but Gina Rowlands is her name?
Gina Rowland, I believe, yeah.
Is the actress.
Rowlands.
I swear to you, maybe the best actress performance I've seen in my life. Very close to.
Wow, yeah. I mean, I can't.
It's up there. I won't say it's number one.
Well, I can't disagree. I mean, it was very well done, and something that we both really loved about her performance, and it's something that I had never seen in a movie before, is this weird like thing that sometimes people who don't have words and people who are very physical will like kind of do like odd physical tics and noises and things in their face that like imply that they want to say something, and like there's a non-verbal weird thing happening with their
and she would get frustrated. She would go like
and through frustration she would like spit and make
like
noises,
sputter and
make weird things, and it's like she wanted to say something, but because of her mania, you know, she just like couldn't get there. And, you know, I've seen that in people before, and it was like, oh, wow. And you in particular connected with it because you felt like you had seen that before in your life.
I know someone who, she kept doing this, like this with her thumb in particular.
She would throw her thumb back and like spit. Yeah.
And I've met people in my life who is one person in particular who I won't, you know.
Yeah, you don't have to name anyone.
Whatever, but does exactly that when they're frustrated and can't communicate or is trying to convey something.
Well, and that's cool because that's what good specific art does, is it points out something that people either ignore or they don't talk about, and it just says, hey, look, this happens in life, and then someone else sees that movie and they connect with it and they feel less alone. They're like, oh, wow, someone else has gone through this.
Yeah. And the fact that somebody was able to write that and then Gina Rollins was able to perform it, it was just incredible to watch. And it's not like...
What's her name? Gina Rollins. I want to make sure that we're giving her the right name because I want to do her respect. She's amazing. I ended up watching another movie, actually.
Oh, you did last night?
John Cassavetes. I watched another movie with her in it. Yeah, Gina Rollins.
Yeah.
I watched Faces after you went to bed.
Face Off?
Faces.
We should talk about Face Off, but what is
I've never
Face...
seen Face Off.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't talk about it.
All right, we're watching Face Off.
Fun fact.
Yes.
Nick Cassavetes, John Cassavetes' son, is in Face Off. He's an actor in it.
Is he the younger brother of Nicolas Cage?
I don't know. I just know that he's in the movie.
Oh, we got to watch it.
I was reading stuff about it.
Face Off?
I was reading stuff about John, and then I was like, oh, he has a son named Nick.
Face Off is... I'm sorry, we'll get back to Faces. Just a real quick sidetrack.
That's fine.
Face Off...
I have never seen it.
Somehow is simultaneously an amazing movie and a movie that's so bad that it's good. At the same time, there's insane things that make no sense that happen in it, and it's just fun. Whatever. I don't know why I'm talking about this. What is Faces
John
about?
Travolta's.
John
Isn't he in that?
John Chalice?
John Chalice, yeah. Isn't he in there?
Yeah.
He drinks things?
Out of a chalice. Yep. That's the whole thing.
Chalice. John Chalice and Nick Box.
Can you hear me chewing gum?
A little bit. I mean, it's not so prominent.
Even when I don't do that? Do you hear it? Hold on, wait. This is good podcasting. Moment of silence while I...
Yeah, let's just hear how that sounds. It's subtle. I mean, you can hear a little bit, but it's also we're talking so much that no one's really good.
All right.
I mean, I'm sure there's someone who hyperfixates, but...
Yeah, if my gum chewing is distracting, I'm sorry.
If it's John tracting is distracting.
If my John tracting is distewing, then my bad. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's Nicorette gum. It's not... I'm not just an asshole who chews gum all the... Well, I am, but it's for a reason.
Yeah, it's for his addiction.
Anywho, how'd you like Faces? Was it horrible or good?
No, it was great. Just as good as the other movie, just different. This one is about like kind of like suburban, like affluent couple.
Ooh.
Who the husband calls for a divorce at the beginning of the movie.
Good.
Because he's like fallen in love with a much younger woman that he met like out boozing.
Get it, King. Do you?
And so it's like, yeah, it's interesting because you see his path and then you see like how she reacts to it, and they have their own separate like, they're both kind of the main characters, and they go through their separate journeys of like meeting new people, and they come back at the very end. And meet up with each other once again. But it's very, very well done. I loved the acting in it. Gina Rollins plays the younger woman.
Gina Rollins also is, in case y'all didn't know, it's John Cassavetes' wife, who he casts in a lot of movies, who deserves to be cast in all of his movies because she's a fucking incredible actress. So.
Yeah, I mean, she got nominated for her role in Woman Under the Influence.
She should have won.
But to get back to that movie, I mean, it was just I don't think I've seen a movie like that before where it just felt so. I mean, it felt like reality. I've seen a lot of movies that have like they go for realism, but I haven't seen a lot of films that go that far deep into reality where it feels like they're just people. You kind of forget that they're acting.
Yes.
Which is, I mean, that's a major feat.
Yeah. Peter Falk is so good in it too.
We watched a bit of the BTS too, and I loved so Peter Falk in the movie has like this bucket hat that he wears for most of the movie that just is so like, I mean, his character's just always wearing it when he's outside, and it's very like a fun thing that he wears. And I think while we were watching, we commented on how we liked it. And that was like this weird afterthought thing that happened the first day they were shooting. They had said roll camera, and they were about to start the scene, and as the actors, they like talked for a second, and then John Cassavetes said cut, and he sprints in.
I don't even think he said cut. Oh, he might have, but he goes, wait,
Yeah,
and he just ran onto the set.
He sprints on the set and like jumps up on a car to see Peter Falk, and he hands him the hat, and he's like, wear this.
He said he just jammed it on his head and then turned around and like mid turnaround was like, okay, action.
Yeah, like before anyone could even react, just like, now this is your hat. And
Peter,
it became such an iconic thing in the movie.
Yeah, it's
Peter
like...
Falk loved it too in the interview we watched. He was just like, that's my favorite part of the character. It adds so much color. And he's like, and it just happened so quickly.
He said it really...
God, I love him.
It helped him forget about the plan he had in his head as an actor. Even just a small thing like a hat, just all the plans that he had in his head, it just like really put him in the moment. And that's a really, I mean, as a director, especially if you're going for realism, I mean, that's one of the best things you could do.
Well, it's interesting too, because I think, I mean, especially on our channel, all of our stuff is improvised. And
what?
And as a director, I'm really interested in doing realism. I wasn't always that way. I used to be like very real, and I still think real, so real. And I still think I'm interested in that, but
I was just going to take that and pretend like that was the thing. I knew what it was.
But it's interesting because I feel like
real. We're at 22 minutes, by the way. I want you to know.
That's okay.
Flew by.
Yeah, I mean, what a chat.
We're just getting friggin' warmed up over here.
And what an absolute chat.
Yeah,
agree? Chat, would you agree?
Chat,
that's more of a Twitch thing.
Give us some hearts. No. We could do it. We're actually live right now.
And we're not live.
We are live. No. I'm pretty sure we're live.
Oh, that's why the red light's on the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Al doesn't know what live is. Embarrassing. Give us some hearts.
What was I saying? What was I saying? What the fuck was I saying? I don't even know what's happening anymore.
You were saying...
Yeah, so it's interesting. I love watching those movies, and I'm going to watch the rest of his catalog now because I just can't get enough, really. I watched 2 movies in one day, but... from what I understand from the BTS, like the way that he directed was he just said a lot of things and would confuse the actors on purpose. And then when they would be like, what are you talking about? He would just start. And he liked that because he wanted it to be spontaneous and he wanted people to be a little confused. So then when they were like in the acting process, they couldn't go back to like what you were saying, which was their planned ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, it was interesting because I feel like as a director... And kind of the mainstream directing idea for the most part is like, okay, you have to make sure your actors know exactly what your vision is for the scene. And you have to like give them a lot of actionable things to do, very specific things, so you can get your vision across. But it's interesting to have this other kind of like mindset where it's, okay, I've casted you. You're right for the part. I wrote the film, so I know what the character has to be. I know you're right for it. And what I'm more interested in than anything is creating an authentic reaction from you. So I'm actually just going to rile you up a little bit and then just let it go and not even really give you a lot so you feel a little lost.
It's also a very like
screen.
Kind of Curb Your Enthusiasm-esque idea. I don't mean to attribute it to Curb. It's just the show I know that does this.
I'm sure they were inspired by it.
Where they basically go, hey, this is like what we're trying to get to at the end of this scene and get there however you can. And then... what Cassavetes was brilliant at was mixing it up at first so that then the process that starts to get to that end point in the scene is totally natural and improvised. And any plan that an actor has in their head kind of goes out the window. Like I remember Falk even mentioned that sometimes what Cassavetes would do is he would roll the camera and not tell anyone. And so the scene, maybe the best scene in the movie where...
spoilers.
Yeah, where Gina Rollins kind of like gets really manic when the doctor comes to the house. Peter Falk did not know that scene was starting. And so he has like this reaction at the beginning of the scene, and it's truly because he was just not prepared for it to start. And it comes across as a very authentic like surprise reaction because it is. And so
it's interesting, man.
It's pretty smart.
It's a really cool approach. I mean, it would have been really interesting to see someone like Cassavetes work in the modern age where you have so much access. Because now, I mean, with the digital camera, I mean, we can put an SD card into this thing that costs like $50. We can roll for more than an hour straight without cutting.
I don't think we can do that.
We can, and it's being done right now.
Okay, whatever you say.
But it's cheap. It's cheap, and you don't have to process the film. You don't do any of that shit. You just fucking put it in your you put it in the camera. You put it in your computer. You edit it. I mean, sometimes the turnaround on our videos is a day, if even an afternoon.
Yeah,
we'll shoot something. Me or Jim will edit it in like 2 hours, and then we'll put it out. And that just wasn't really possible back then because they had to tape the film together. They had to line up the audio tracks.
How horrible must it have been editing?
It was a really difficult job.
Dude, do you remember we watched the movie John Travolta stars in where he's a sound editor?
What time are we at, Robert?
Probably 26, 7 minutes.
You know what? We should probably... And I don't mean to cut off the people that are fully engaged with this movie podcast. This is also not quite a funny podcast.
We're at
just
26.
talking about movies.
Yeah, it's not
which is
funny.
Well, I don't mind that.
No, I'm trying.
And it's nice.
I want to be funny.
No, we were funny at the beginning. We were, hey, sweetheart. Hey. It's okay. We did great.
I don't feel funny.
And if you don't want to see anything funny for the rest of your life, go to the Patreon podcast. It sucks. We're not funny. We're never funny.
Yeah, fuck you.
All we do is talk about real life and shit that you are not interested in.
We steal your smiles.
We steal your smiles. We convert them into cheese.
And then we manufacture that cheese and we give it to the richest people we can find. We will, in fact, steal smiles from the homeless as well and give it to rich people to increase sadness in the world.
How did I know you're going to go to?
I don't know.
Stealing cheese from the rich and giving it to... Well, it's the opposite. You're stealing cheese from the poor and giving it to the rich.
Because giving it to the poor would make smiles.
And the thing about it is the rich have so much access to cheese.
So much. They have all the cheese.
They can have any cheese they want. They have access to
They could literally, if they wanted...
Jaxus.
They could make cheese from human milk. That's what they could do if they wanted.
Do you
probably.
mean that?
100%.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.